Hello everyone, my name is Anand Kumar Jha and you are watching Code with Anand. So in this video we are going to talk about some examples of validation rules, and we already seen that how to create the validation rules and how to use that validation rules. In this video we are going to work on some practical things. So without any delay, let's move to our so this is our org, and before we start our examples, I just want to say that if you are new on this channel, just subscribe the channel, and if you like this content, please share with your friends and tell him that the subscribe and press the bell icon. Thank you everyone. So we are going to create a validation rule on appointment object. When you click in appointment object, you will get the list of all the appointment object, and for showing that where we are going to create the validation rules, let's see this here. Appointment start date is here you can select any appointment date, like on click on 8/3 and going to save here. So this field is blank, so you can see that validation this field should not be empty because it's star marks, and it's a check it's taking a pass date also here in the appointment start date. So I don't want to give that the pass date should not be allowed on the appointment start date. Means if today is 4th of August, so it should not take the appointment start date as 3 of August or 20 of July. It should not take past date, and the field is also not mandatory, means not required. So I'm going to make this field required for the validation rules. So I'm going to apply the both of the validation rule on appointment start date. So let's see that. So for doing that, just click on setup and move to the setup for this object, and from there we can go to our object manager, and where we are applying appointment, where we are going to apply validation rules, appointment object. So we are going to apply appointment X, and just click here, and you can see that all the fields are available here, like appointment start date and the expiry date, that is the formula fields. So just come to the validation rules on the left hand side and click here. You can see that a validation date should be already started here. So I am just going to click on new, and I'm going to create one new validation rule. So what should be the name of this validation rule? You can give any name. I just see that should not be passed. Okay, validation rule should not. Just say that not past date. Okay, this is fine, and by default validation rule is always active, because the rule should be active when we create any validation rules. If you make it as inactive, you can click here and you can make it inactive. So where we are going to apply the validation rules, so for applying the validation rules we are going to apply on a appointment object, and we just make that the it should not be empty. So just select the fields from here and choose on which field we are going to start. So appointment start date, so click here, and you can see that the API name is available here. So just click on insert. So our API name is inserted here, and now we need to compare that from the today's one function. So I just want to this make here like the appointment date should not be passed. So we are using operator like a less than operator, and click on less than, and then we need to apply function is a today function, which is already available in the functions call section. So just click, go to the T tab, you will find here today. Yeah, just click on today and insert it here. So after applying this, this field give us that the appointed date is not going to be less than past date. If there is past date, you will get error. So we need to give the error message here, what should be the error and where we need to show this error. So I'm just going to write as here appointment date should not be past date. Okay, and I just want to make this error message on the field. So just click on here and appointment start date and click save. So after saving that, you can find that our appointment start date is validation rule is applied here. So I just going back to the appointment X, and then I just click on validation rules, and now you can see that there are two validations rule applied on the appointment start date. One is the appointment start date rule, which is the appointment start date should not be empty, which is already applied here. And just click if you want to see that how what is the functions and what is the formula is applied here. You just see that here we use is blank function, means it is going to required, it's going to make your field required. So just click on cancel. So both the validation rule is applied here on the appointment text, and for testing purpose just go to our org in the appointment section and just click on new, and I'm going to choose any teacher like Asang, and then for a student I'm choosing Aman, and the appointment start date. First, when you make the appointment start date as empty, it should not take, it didn't take, because it will give you error that the appointment date should not be empty, because one validation rule is applied already. And if you today is 4th of August, if you take 2 of August, so it should not also not take, because past date is not allowed here. You will get the error again that the appointment date should not be passed. So you need to take the appointment date um, ahead of the means 4th of August, not before. So I can select 6th of August and just going to save that. So our appointment is created with the teacher and the students on August, and the appointment started. Expiry date is also created because we also applied one formula field. So that's all about the validation rules, and you can know more about the validation rules. I'm just going to provide you one trailheads in the link, and you will know about that. So thank you everyone, thank you for watching this video, and just keep sharing this content. Thank you.